Now back to one of our top stories. It's already Saturday morning in the Philippines, and Typhoon Parma is expected to strike in the early morning hours with possible winds of 195 kilometers an hour. Latha Caleb is director of Save the Children in the Philippines. She joins us now on the phone from Manila. So Latha, can you describe the situation where you are right now?
I am in Metro Manila, and the situation is that it is very calm, and there is no breeze, no wind, there's no rain. It's almost like a calm before the storm, and the weather is really calm.
Good for now, but apparently it's coming soon. So how are people preparing for this second typhoon so soon after the first one?
Yesterday, the government had requested people to go home by afternoon. The banks were closed early, and people were asked to prepare emergency kits. And there were leaflets that were distributed to people to make sure that they have an emergency kit and the closest area where there's a safe space where they could go and stay. In the evacuation camps, more people have joined. As we have been evacuating people from low-lying areas which dried up since the last typhoon. We are expecting the typhoon to strike sometime this morning, and people were very afraid and for fear of what would happen over the weekend.
For sure. Now tell us, what is your group doing? What kind of supplies are you providing, and what sort of services are you able to offer?
Save the Children has been working in the Philippines for the last 28 years, so we were on the ground on day one, and we have been supplying non-food items, essential items for children and for the communities. We are giving plastic sheeting, blankets, toothbrush, soap, slippers, clothes, sanitary napkins, pretty much everything that they need, because almost everything has been lost in the water. Save the Children is also providing gallons of clean water for drinking. There's still a lot of stagnant water, and we're looking at supporting them with medicines. There are more than 3 million people who have been affected, and of which 50% are children. And Save the Children is setting up safe play areas for children in the evacuation camps so that their attention is diverted to more harmonious things than still thinking about the fear of water.
Yeah, it must be so difficult to be operating in that sort of environment right now. What are some of the biggest challenges that you and your workers are having at this point?
We are having challenges like even reaching places, because in some areas the waterlogging is still there, and transport is a problem where we are able to reach and do the supplies in the evacuation camps and in the communities. Communication with people, sometimes we have weak signals on telephone, so we are not able to get through to people. It is the road conditions are pretty bad after the rain, so travel time is more. So if we want to rush somebody to a hospital, or if we want to take a child to a hospital, it becomes more difficult. In fact, a couple of days ago, we found a child in one of the evacuation camps who needed urgent medical attention, and it was a child which was a few weeks old, and luckily we were able to take the child in our own vehicle and rush the child to the hospital, and we were able to save a child.
That's great.
And that's what Save the Children does.
Now, I understand
Save children's lives.
That's a wonderful story. I'm glad to hear about that. But I understand also you and some of your staff had some experience with the flooding as well. Tell us about that.
Yes. In fact, our own office was flooded, and 5 of our staff have pretty much lost everything. There's absolutely nothing. Everything has been washed away in the floods, and we are supporting our own staff while we are also supporting the communities and the children. Yes, it is difficult, but we keep remaining focused, and we know that children really can't wait, and children need the support now. And we cannot say we can do it tomorrow, because for children it's really today.
Absolutely. Now, what about after the typhoon hits? What do you think you'll be busy with at that point?
In the immediate term, we would be still continuing to supply with food and non-food items and other things that they may need immediately. But in the long term, Save the Children will be looking at initiating some livelihood programs, because most of them have lost their livelihoods or all the material that they would be doing their regular work. So we would be looking at that, and we would be looking at how we can support communities and families in reducing the impact of the disasters. We would be working on disaster risk reduction and working along with government and partners in trying to set up early warning systems and better evacuation plans, and advocating for disaster-proof local infrastructure and drainage and communication, so that we are able to lessen the impact of the disasters that may hit the Philippines again.
All right, well,
the Philippines is one of the countries that gets hit by typhoons at least 20 times in a year.
you've got your work cut out for you, that's for sure. Well, we wish you the very best of luck. Thank you for talking to us today. Take care.
Thank you very much.
That's Latha Caleb with Save the Children in Manila.